So, our bodies cannot heal in chaos, and sacred space is not just a vibe, it's actually a strategy. In fact, healing only occurs when the nervous system feels safe. Think rest and digest. And your environment plays a huge role in that. So, your environment, meaning your physical environment, your emotional environment, all of these things play a role. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Dr. Erica Steele. I'm a board certified naturopathic doctor. I hold 7 degrees in my field, all in the natural healthcare space. I like to say that I went to school, so you don't have to. We're in week 12 of Intro to Holistic Medicine. This is our last week. Incredible. It is a self-guided course, though, so if you're interested in registering, Intro to Holistic Medicine 1 is all about nutritional deficiencies. Just hit the link in the bio, scroll down, and enroll in the form. So I teach in this particular class, week 12, about integrating in. And how do we integrate in? We need to create a sacred space. So I teach students how to create a physical, emotional, and energetic space to help support real change and real healing. Week 12 is when we pull it all together. And so a sacred space is actually an energetic boundary, an intention, which then, of course, equals nervous system safety. So when you are in a chaotic environment, whether you are ripping and running on the streets, getting stuff done, you're in survival mode, you're in fight or flight mode, all of that perpetuates your sickness. You can't heal with the same behavior, the same realm, the same experience that you had. In order to get well, you really have to be able to stop and take a moment to be able to reflect on what's going on. And so I teach patients how to create a physical space, whether that is an altar or really just learning how to create a healthy environment, whether that is setting boundaries at work, setting boundaries at home, learning how to say yes or no, whatever that takes in order for you to protect your peace and ultimately protect your rest and your digest. You cannot be ripping and running and still heal. It just doesn't work. And so we combine that with intention. And so we also create emotional safety, right? So making sure that you feel good about the decisions that you're making. And there's an intention behind that. So if you have an intention to heal, right, we want to make sure that you have the necessary tools. So let's say you intend to run a marathon as an example, right? You still have to put together the environment that's conducive for that. You've got to get the shoes, you've got to train. You have to make sure that you put yourself in alignment so that you create mental and emotional and spiritual safety for your own healing, because chaos can disrupt the integrated process and keep you still in that stuck, fight or flight space. And so again, we can't heal in a state of fight or flight. We can only heal in a state of rest and digest. So what does that look like? That looks like being more mindful, being more present, being more well, and really, red roping yourself. So even a chair, a corner, a candle can be a container for healing, because if you intend for it, so like for instance, I'm traveling and I had a little candle and I lit it, just to be able to bring that sacred space with me. And so your healing deserves reverence. It deserves reflection. Anytime that people take on, a massive, project, especially like a 12-week course, there has to be intention behind it. But then also too, there has to be a safe space created for yourself. So again, if you're enrolled in the course, right, and you set an intention to register, did you create that structure? Did you create that space of studying, of watching the videos, of doing the homework, doing the discussions? Or were you just ripping and running and like, oh, I'm going to catch it here and I'm going to catch it there, right? What was your mindset and what was your mind frame in doing that? Because in our 3 weeks off that we're going to take in between to be able to integrate in before we start Intro to Holistic Medicine 2, it's a great time for you to self-reflect how you intended the course and then how you executed the course. Now, remember, failure is just feedback. So what happened, right? Did your emotions come up? Did your time management come up? What are the obstacles that came in place that prevented you from being able to execute this fully? And so we want to make sure that you create that space that reflects your true intention of what you want. So if you want to come and learn holistic medicine with us and learn how to truly embody this work, not just, be another grifter online, but actually bring this in, embody it, and really practice it step by step, go ahead and click the link in the bio, scroll down, and fill out the form. We are finishing up Intro to Holistic Holistic Medicine 12. Don't worry, there's plenty of time. You can take your time. It's self-guided. We will take a 3-week break and then ultimately start with Intro to Holistic Medicine 2, which is all about detoxification. But make sure you do one first, because that one is about a base and foundation of nutrition. And so before you detox, you definitely want to have healthy nutrition. So like, share, subscribe, all of the things, and comment below what you are doing, what you're intending, and how you're executing. And perhaps if you're feeling a little vulnerable, what failures are feedback that are showing up for you.